So this is changing a front flat tyre. Start by removing the brake cable by putting a bit of pressure on the brake, pulling it backwards, pulling it up, and in doing so, you can pull the cable off. It helps to get this out of the way. You can just pull it, it comes down. All you need is a 15mm spare. So loosen that off, loosen the same on the other side. Now, I suggest just not taking it completely off just yet until you use both hands, start to unscrew. And as you do so, you've got the washer coming off in your hand, the brakes, the mudguards stay, and then the actual wheel washer as well. The same thing is going on the other side. And then once both bits are off, oh, I forgot. We'll cut this bit in. You've got the dynamo electricity connector plugged in there. So you just literally pull that section up and that bit comes off. But do that first. So now in our hands, we've got the bolts for either side. It helps put them somewhere safe. Okay, just keep it rolling and we'll go from here. So 2 tyre levers. If the tyre is not completely fat, it helps just to deflate it all the way so you've got a bit more to work with. And stick it in one side, and these will hook onto a spoke like so. And then you want to go probably about 2 inches across and do the same, just kind of try and pry it off. And so we're creating a bit more space. And then we can stick it in the side and start to run it along the rim. Using a bit of both motion to sort of pry and then start to work one side of the tyre, and then at a certain point it just becomes really easy to run the tyre lever around the edge. So now we've got the tyre off on one side of the wheel. We don't need to completely remove the tyre. We come to the inner tube and we're undoing the inner tube little lock washer. That bit can be discarded, and then now we're going to pull the tube out. From here, what we want to do is take the old inner tube out. It helps just push the tyre back on itself slightly, just so we can then get the last of it out like so. And so that will now be discarded. At this point, we will run we want to make sure that there's no debris or glass. I can see a little bit of glass sticking in the tyre there, but that definitely didn't cause the puncture. Using a cloth, rod around the inside of the tyre. If that happens, it's not a problem. You can either leave it off or just hook one side of the tyre back on the rim. So basically we're just checking for any bits, and then the last stage, do the same with your fingers, very, very cautiously and gently, just to make sure that there is nothing in the tyre. Okay, so if the tyre has come off the rim, it's not a problem. Just make sure when you put it back on that the tread is aligned the right way. So the brake stay goes on the left side of the bike. The tyre tread obviously wants to roll in the direction the sort of arrows are aligned with. So just double check it on the bike. Yeah, that's left side, and then there. So I'm going to put the rim back on like so, and that's just literally pushing one corner of the tyre onto the rim. I'm going to grab another tube.